My name is Jay Patel. As a student in Year 9, growing up in Uganda, I have witnessed the widespread impact of technology in our daily lives. However, as we immerse ourselves deeper into the digital world, we risk losing sight of the beauty and the value of the world around us. But what if I told you that a simple change in your daily habits could allow us to experience these irreplaceable moments? In today's conversation, let's discover the benefits of unplugging and practical strategies for finding a healthy balance between technology and real-life experiences. The COVID-19 pandemic brought our fast-paced life to an immediate standstill. During the lockdown, we all took on new hobbies. Some of us may have learned to bake bread, paint, or even crafting, while some of us turned that extra room in our house into a home gym. We became experts in various types of workouts, such as the finger workout or the dance workouts. Whether it was scrolling through social media or furiously typing away on our keyboards, we kept our fingers in tip-top shape. According to a study by the Pew Research Center, adults in the United States reported spending an average of 3 hours and 30 minutes per day on screens during the early days of the pandemic. This represents an increase of almost an hour per day from the pre-pandemic levels. For children, the increase in screen time has even been more significant. A study by the American Academy of Pediatrics found that children's screen time has doubled since the pandemic began, with some children spending up to 12 hours per day on screens. The rise in screen time during the pandemic has impacted our physical health. Studies have shown that spending too much time on screens can cause eye strain, headaches, neck and back pain, and even obesity. Additionally, the blue light emitted by the screens can interfere with our natural sleep patterns, leading to fatigue and insomnia. But the negative impacts of screen time aren't limited to our physical health. Research has also shown it can significantly impact our mental health. For children and adolescents, spending too much time on screens has been linked to issues such as anxiety, depression, and decreased social skills. In fact, a study published in the Journal of American Medical Association, pediatricians found that children who spent more than 2 hours per day on screens were more likely to experience behavioral problems, including hyperactivity and inattention. As we spend more time glued into our screens, we often miss out on the wonders of nature, such as the vibrant colors of the sunset, the melodic songs of the birds, or the gentle touch of the wind. This disconnection can often lead to feelings of isolation and can impact our mental and emotional well-being. As a student in the digital age, I'm often too familiar with the challenges of limiting screen time. With online classes, social media, and endless streaming platforms at our fingertips, it's easy to get sucked into the screen and lose track of time. I've often found myself trying to finish an online assignment, but I find myself down the rabbit hole watching YouTube. We have all been there, right? But as a person who has experienced the effects of screen use, I'm constantly searching for the solutions that can help me balance my screen time with my real-life responsibilities. That's when I discovered the Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. It involves breaking work into intervals, typically 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. The idea is to work intensely for a short period of time, then take a break to recharge. After a certain number of intervals, typically 4, you can take a longer break and start the cycle over again. At first, I was very skeptical of the Pomodoro Technique. I wasn't sure how taking breaks could help me limit my screen time, and I was very worried it would disrupt my workflow. But as I started to incorporate this technique into my daily routine, I realized just how powerful it could be. By working in short intervals and taking breaks, I was able to manage my time better and avoid burnouts. Another technique is to use the built-in apps that come with majority of cell phones and computers. They help track and report the amount of time we spend on our smartphones or computers each day. You can set specific time limits for certain apps or categories of apps, such as social media or games. You can also set a downtime period during which only essential apps such as phone calls or messaging apps are accessible. In conclusion, it's important for us to recognize the impact of excessive screen time as well on our physical and mental health, as well as our relationship with others. We must make a conscious effort to limit our screen time and reconnect with the world around us. Let's make a commitment today to prioritize our time and the use of technology in a responsible and balanced way. Together, we can create a happier and healthy world, one grief-free moment at a time.